Am I the asshole for refusing to cover my best friend's share of our group dinner after she forgot her wallet? Hi, I'm 23F. And this happened last weekend during a group dinner for my friend's birthday. There were 6 of us total, all pretty close friends from college. We don't hang out as often anymore, so this was supposed to be a nice catch-up night. Before we went, we picked a mid-range restaurant downtown. Nothing crazy expensive, but not cheap either. We all agreed we'd just pay for our own meals because that's usually the simplest way to avoid issues. Everything was going fine during dinner. We were laughing, catching up, sharing food, normal stuff. My best friend Rena to 4F ordered a pretty expensive meal compared to the rest of us: steak, cocktails, dessert, the whole thing. I didn't think much of it because she usually pays her share without issues. But when the bill came, she suddenly got quiet. The waiter dropped it off, and everyone pulled out their cards or cash. Rena checked her purse, then her pockets, then her phone bag. After a few seconds she said, "Oh no, I think I left my wallet at home." At first I thought she was joking. She wasn't. She looked at me and said, "Can you just cover me for now? I'll pay you back tomorrow morning." The table got awkward immediately. Everyone kind of looked at me like I was expected to step in because I'm her closest friend. I hesitated and said, how much is it?" The total for her meal was almost $85. I told her quietly, "I don't really have that right now to just cover it." She looked surprised and said, "What do you mean? You have a card?" I said, "Yeah, but that's money I budgeted. I didn't plan for this." She sighed and said, "It's embarrassing if I don't pay. Just help me out this one time." The whole table was silent at this point. I felt really uncomfortable because I didn't want to embarrass her, but I also didn't like the pressure. I said, "I can't cover it, but maybe someone else can split it, or we can ask the restaurant to separate it differently." One of our friends ended up paying for her just to avoid the situation, but the vibe was ruined. On the way out, Rena barely spoke to me. Later that night she texted me saying I humiliated her in front of everyone, and that a real best friend would have just covered it without hesitation. Now I keep thinking about it. I didn't want to embarrass her, but I also don't think I should be responsible for someone else forgetting their wallet. Am I the asshole for refusing to cover my best friend's share of our group dinner after she forgot her wallet?